So I guess from my point of view, the advantage of a mixer grinder or a couple of grinders over a bowl cutter is continuous flow. So with a mixer grinder, and as I mentioned before, a Gemini system, so we can do a first grind through one machine. A tube will join it to the second machine, to the bowl of the second machine, and automatically go into the second grinder. And then from that, they can disperse it, or they can actually have their ground beef product 100% finished. So now where you're going to go and mix ingredients with a product in mixer grinders, then it's not a continuous flow. So now you're doing batching again. So batching is a bit different. And again, very similar to a bowl cutter, where you can only do one batch at a time. And the process then would be that you would load a mixer grinder up. Let's just say you've got an automatic column loader, and you can load up 400-pound bins, and our grinders can vary well, basically they vary from a 60-pound batch up to around about, at the moment, we have batches of up to 10,000 pounds in our mixer grinders. So let's just go to something a bit more standard. So the standard Mackie bin is 400-pound. So if you were to load one of those bins into a Thompson mixer grinder, grind it through once through a 3/8 plate, then load it into the hopper the second time, then you would add your ingredients. You would, if you're making a sausage, for instance, a fresh sausage, for instance, you might mix that for 2.5 minutes, maybe a maximum of 3 minutes, but and then after that, you would grind it out a second time. So that 200 kilo batch or 400-pound batch in a Thompson 5000 mixer grinder, for instance, we would finish that batch in load time of 20 seconds each time, and mixing cycle time and grinding time. We would finish that batch in around about 10 minutes total. So you'd finish a batch of sausage emulsion very easily in 10 minutes, 400 pounds. So there's about 2.5 ton that you can produce in an hour with one Thompson mixer grinder and other similar brands.